Well, we're on campus team number 4. You can call us My Energy, and here we're going to tell you about energizing the earth. So, first, meet Bill. This is Bill's family, Sally Jr. and Sarah, and that's Bill's home in the background. Bill's really busy between balancing work, a family, taking kids to soccer practice, trying to keep a social life. He is stressing out, so hang in there, Bill. Also, just like the rest of us, Bill pays a monthly utility bill. And he is surprised at how much his energy costs are continuing to increase. And he's stressing out about that too. So, Bill wants to use less, but he doesn't know how to fit into his busy schedule. So, between learning what CFL stands for, how to use Energy Star appropriately, or how to even install an energy monitoring device, it doesn't seem like there's enough hours in the day to do all that. So, Bill's writing a wish list. What does he want? He's looking for an entire home energy solution that is going to be simple, effective, and obviously cool. So, wait no longer, Bill. Your solution is here. Introducing My Energy. So, our opportunity for My Energy was to empower energy consumers with the means to understand and change their energy use behaviors. So, right now, there are a number of products that are out there in the energy monitoring and energy auditing industries that are partially saturating the industry. You can take, for example, AlertMe. It's a service that you can pay monthly for that has a really slick internet web-based program for monitoring your energy, and also mobile device display as well. Another example would be BrewalTech's technology, which gives you a very fine detailed breakdown with a number of CTs for different zones in your home. The question is, why aren't people using these? Why don't we see these in every home today? Well, that's actually a pretty complicated question to answer. Some people feel these technologies are too complex. It's a perception thing. Other people don't care. Still more people don't even know that they exist. And all of us seem to be maybe a little too busy. And so what does this point at? Ultimately, this points at an empathetic disconnect between these products and the users that they're being designed for. So, for our product, we could take an evolutionary step and try and design the next TED, which is a home display system carried around your home and you can see your energy use. But we decided that's not adequate. What we're looking for is a dive, a revolution jumping into the blue and creating something truly unique. Turning current users from unengaged users to engaged users. And how do we do this? By improving the user experience. So, Vance here is going to give you a quick demonstration on the My Energy user experience.
This is My Energy, a simple, fun, and effective way to help people save money and help the planet by reducing their energy usage. My Energy is intended for people around the world. Let's get started before energy prices rise anymore. Joining My Energy is free and easy. The user first creates a user profile. This information is helpful in helping them connect with the right people in the My Energy community, as well as helping them in their energy analysis by their type of home and things like that. My Energy, the beauty behind it is it's a personalized, customizable, in-your-face utility company type of experience. Let's get started by looking at real-time energy monitoring in your home. My Energy uses third-party energy monitoring systems. We simply provide a list of devices that are compatible with My Energy, their price, and then reviews on their performance. This shows real-time energy monitoring in action. At the top here, we see a graph depicting the use. that can be shown in kilowatts or dollars per hour or CO2 equivalent. And it can be used, looked at both live, a weekly basis, monthly basis, and so on. The energy tree here shows a visual representation on how you're doing on your energy. Below, we see specific numbers that the user can equate with real impact of their energy. Not only can the user look at their home energy usage, but specific areas within their homes or specific appliances for energy monitoring systems that are applicable. MyEnergy also has many other features that make saving energy a complete experience. With Bill Pay, the user can look at their utility bills, manage them, pay them, and have some analysis done with them. With e-analysis, we go beyond just skin-deep numbers, but look at how they can save energy by looking at the specifics of their energy profile with different tips based on their usage throughout the month or week. The social aspect is intended to help saving energy a synergistic experience where they can have friends that can post their experiences with saving energy, forums, or they can make their own groups and make comparisons with people around them. eLearn Headquarters is a one-stop spot for helping them learn more about saving energy. With education and training modules, they can learn anything they'd want to know about saving energy. Also, how-to videos can make the specific opportunities for them to save energy easy and accessible. E-apps, or energy application, provides an ultimate experience of customized energy saving. This is intended to have both the MyEnergy community and third-party people provide applications with games such as Duke It Out, where children can learn about saving energy. Also, if you have a teenage daughter that uses too much hot water, you can use this application to help you solve that problem. Skype Detective is another example where the user can have a home energy audit through video conferencing. With e-apps, the possibilities are endless. If we could go to the overhead camera, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only is MyEnergy useful for your home computer or laptop, but we have the mobile version as well. So those that are a little bit busy can look at MyEnergy on the go, whether it's their e-apps, bill pay, whatever it may be. It helps solve the problems that were enumerated beforehand.
You can go back to the presentation on the computer. So now that you've had the MyEnergy experience, I'll break it down really quick for you. So Vance mentioned using third-party energy monitoring devices. So we can use existing technology. Why reinvent the wheel when we can take the wheel and put on a hot sports car? We can also use bill pay to pay all your different utilities and track these over time and follow your progress. The e-learning creates a central hub for collecting and sharing different ideas on how you can save energy in your home. And also the social aspect ties together friends, people with similar ideology or similar interests to you. Finally, the e-apps created an ultimate customization of MyEnergy. Whether you're trying to educate your children on better practices for saving energy, or just find a better way of diagnosing your home. So you might ask, how do we get people excited? How do we get people to MyEnergy? Well, there's a number of ways. Ultimately, we want to bring this service to the people. And so the idea is to make this universally accessible through the internet. So existing users can invite friends, word of mouth, trade shows, Google searches, just get it out there so it's easily accessible. Another thing that you might not have caught during the demonstration is the implications of how much data can actually be collected. So with having thousands and thousands of users world round, we can generate lots of data about energy use habits and consumer habits. And this is very useful not only to My Energy, but to energy generation industry, as well as government or manufacturer of goods. So finally, one of the primary mission and goals of My Energy is to provide the service free to our users. And there are 3 different tiers that we've kind of identified for revenue. One would be specialized e-apps. For example, the Energy Detective is a premier service that someone can pay for to get in-person counseling. From data mining, we can also work with trusted third-party sources to exchange data and also ultimately improve the overall society's use of energy. And finally, we can use advertising to connect good, efficient products that are going to help people in their homes to people that truly can use them. So, what's the hype about My Energy? We're already getting some feedback from the prototype that we've sent out to people. People say, looks very user-friendly, I would use this in my home, and wow. So, what are the next steps? Well, the next steps would be creating a fully functional beta prototype where we can get feedback from users on the internet. But along with the vision of My Energy is a universal liberation from wasteful energy use. So this suggests expansion beyond just the residential sector, but possibly out into the commercial and industrial sectors. So for a glimpse of what this might look like, is Acme Incorporated is a company that either has, currently sustainable energy use or wants to improve. But at the same time, they want to be able to reliably communicate this information to their customers. So this is where My Energy can step in and act as a watchdog and also communicate this data to their potential shareholders and customers. So here you can see Bill. He's doing his My Energy dance. And so are we. So at this point, we'd like to take any questions that you guys have about our product.
Any questions?
First question was, what software did you use to create the website?
I don't know if you've heard of it. It's PowerPoint. Pretty advanced. But yeah, that was just kind of an idea we got actually from the boot camp bootleg of kind of a Wizard of Oz behind the curtain prototype where it looks like a website, but it's actually a much simpler prototype. And it's been very useful in getting better feedback from users as if it really was a website.
You already mentioned this in your presentation, but so it tells customer where he's wasting a lot of energy. Does it tell them how to not waste energy?
That was one of the main goals of our product, is ultimately, we can help them identify where they're wasting energy, but we need to help them to understand and change those wasteful behaviors. So that's where kind of behind the scenes in My Energy, you can use signal processing to help identify where these sources of wasteful energy are coming from, whether it's from an inefficient appliance or something else. And that can also be enabled by certain hardware as well. For example, it's a lot easier to gain more information from like the BrulTech technology that I demonstrated versus something that just takes overall home energy.
Does that mean like you can, like if my teenage daughter, for instance, taking a long shower, you can turn on the shower?
Well,
If you want to take those steps.
I want that product.
I guess it's customizable,
How would My Energy actually be funded? I don't know if you mentioned that directly in the presentation. How would you basically pay for this kind of service?
we did talk about that a little bit, but I'll kind of recap it. There were 3 different areas where we decided that this could generate revenue. One would be the e-apps. So a lot of e-apps would be ultimately free, but there'd be premier e-apps like the Skype Detective where people would pay for a face-to-face consultation with someone via the internet. The other would be data mining. So I talked about the amount of information that can be generated by MyEnergy. Ultimately, that information has a lot of value to the government, to power generation, and to the manufacturer of consumer goods. And so that's where they can use that information to learn more about their users and also making better products. And then finally, advertising. That's probably a huge part. So if you've heard of basically I forget but basically if you click on an ad, you can make money from that. If that click on the ad converts to an actual sale, the person advertising can actually make more money from that click to conversion. So advertising for products that are applicable for that user profile.
The lack of interest being a problem in energy scenario. So how do you get a person who's disinterested his activities?
Yeah, I mean, we showed all the problems with the current technology, and I think we have lots of different aspects that people might be interested in, but I think everybody has to pay bills. So if you have one stop where you can pay all your bills, and I mean, if you saw, we have also like Comcast, something. It doesn't have to be just like your energy; it can be any kind of bill, and we have this one-stop shop. So even people that don't want to save or don't know anything, they go to this website and pay a one-stop, and then ultimately learn about saving. Just like, even if they don't want to, and then that's how we get those kind of people.
That one concern might be these home devices with the website and also migrating all your bills onto one website. How would that be eased for the user?
Well, right now there's a product out there called Google Power Meter, and it actually incorporates a lot of those between the user and the internet and stuff like that. So we would pretty much piggyback off them, kind of help build our website and stuff. Any more questions?
So maybe you should compete in the Burton Morgan if any of you are left here, or perhaps that would be small. If you really try out a prototype, perhaps I think this is a fairly huge space to actually launch a service-oriented company. We'll talk about it. If none of you are interested, I'll find someone else to do it. Okay. All right. Thank you.